Once upon a time, in a peaceful clearing, there lived a tortoise and a hare who had been neighbors for as long as they could remember. They were very different from each other. The tortoise was slow, methodical, and possessed great patience, while the hare was fast, agile, and somewhat arrogant. They each lived at their own pace, without paying much attention to the differences that separated them. One fine day, the hare began boasting about his incredible speed. He mocked the tortoise, saying that she was so slow that she would never get anywhere. The tortoise, though hurt by the hare's taunts, remained calm and replied softly, "Perhaps I am slow, but I can accomplish great things by taking my time." The hare, confident in himself, proposed a challenge to the tortoise. He said, "Prove to me that you are capable of doing something worthwhile. Let's have a race tomorrow morning. I'm sure to beat you by a mile." The tortoise accepted the challenge with a peaceful smile and said, "Sure, let's race tomorrow morning. May the best one win." The next morning, all the animals of the clearing gathered to witness the race between the tortoise and the hare. The hare was full of assurance and didn't even bother to warm up. The tortoise, on the other hand, took her time stretching and mentally preparing herself. The starting signal was given, and the hare dashed off, leaving the tortoise far behind. He felt invincible and didn't realize the effort that the race truly demanded. After a few minutes of running, he decided to take a break and rested in the shade of a tree. Meanwhile, the tortoise continued her steady progress. Every step was calculated, every movement precise. She didn't let the hare's arrogance distract her. She knew she had to stay focused on her own race. The hare, after a moment of rest, realized that the tortoise was still nowhere in sight. He exclaimed, "I'm so far ahead I can even take a little nap!" And so, he fell asleep, thinking he would have plenty of time to wake up and finish the race. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept moving forward, relentless. Her steady pace allowed her to make slow but steady progress. She passed by the spot where the hare had fallen asleep without even noticing him. When the hare finally woke up, he realized that the tortoise was almost at the finish line. He started running as fast as he could, but it was too late. The tortoise had crossed the finish line, winning the race. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept moving forward, relentless. Her steady pace allowed her to make slow but steady progress. She passed by the spot where the hare had fallen asleep without even noticing him. When the hare finally woke up, he realized that the tortoise was almost at the finish line. He started running as fast as he could, but it was too late. The tortoise had crossed the finish line, winning the race. The animals in the clearing were astonished. They couldn't believe their eyes. The humbled and remorseful hare approached the tortoise to congratulate her. He said, "You've won, tortoise. You are much more determined and persevering than I have ever been. I'm sorry for being so arrogant and underestimating you." The tortoise, with her tranquil wisdom, replied, "Speed isn't everything in life. Consistency, perseverance, and self-confidence are qualities that can lead to great achievements. Never underestimate the power of patience." From that day on, the hare learned a valuable lesson from the tortoise. He understood that haste and arrogance could be his worst enemies, while perseverance and consistency were strengths that would guide him toward success. And so, the tortoise and the hare became good friends, embracing their differences and mutual learning. They showed everyone that everyone has their own talents, and that collaboration and mutual respect are essential for growth and flourishing. This video is finished. This story is very well known, but teaches you that wanting to be fast is not the right solution. Perseverance is your greatest ally. Subscribe if you liked this story, and don't hesitate to watch other stories. See you soon.